From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back, everyone. Travis Gupton, Sean O'Brate with you. And we are in the second semifinal game of the day. Winner between Rock Springs and Cheyenne will meet the Lander Lobos at 3 p.m.-ish for the state title. First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit up the middle. It'll be bobbled by the shortstop, and it'll be a leadoff single for Isaiah Martinez. Sean, if you wouldn't mind, well, I'm still trying to catch my breath from the game that we just had. Could you please do the starting lineups for us?
Yes, and we will do the lineup for Cheyenne first since they are batting first. Batting first was Isaiah Martinez, the center fielder. Up now is Guy Andren, who is the shortstop. Tristan Vaught, who will be the pitcher for the Cheyenne Coyotes when they return to the mound. Dorian Pacheco will be third base. Bryson Cobb will be first base. Jesus Manzanares is going to play second. Nathaniel Hernandez is going to be playing right field. Talon Smith is going to be in the catching mitt, and Cole Demrow is going to be in left field.
That was an absolute phenomenal catch by Cahill. He ran into the dugout, or the pitcher's batting cages over here on the left, and almost ran through the net, but it's going to be quickly one out as it'll bring up Vaught.
And as Vaught is batting, I will let you know the Rock Springs lineup. Starting at pitcher is Sean Stone. That is who is throwing the ball right there as his swing and a miss by Vaught. Catching for him will be Kyle Cahill. And in first base, we have Ethan O'Brien. Second base, we have Chase Shelley. Third base, we have Hudson Conrad. And at shortstop, we have Owen Patterson, who had quite a game yesterday. And then out in left field, we have Sabin Carlson. Center field, we have Aiden Walker. And right field, we have Braden Beyondich. And then the extra batter will be Braden Steele. So now that we have the lineups all set, I don't know if we can top that last game, partner, but let's get it going here.
Pacheco is going to stand in with 2 outs as the fly out to center. Another hit will go to right field. It'll get into the gap. Isaiah Martinez is going to turn second and go to third. It'll be a single for Pacheco.
And already starting off strong for Cheyenne, just like they did yesterday.
And I misspoke. The catch was actually by Conrad, not Cahill, over at third for the second out. Or the first out, I'm sorry. Everyone is taking a huge collective breath after that last game. If you are just joining us, that was...
Half the audience is celebrating with the team behind the concession stand right now.
Pitch is going to be high for ball one.
And we got to give a shout-out to Casper. I mean, they played their hearts out. They were leading for most of the game, and it is going to be a long drive home for them, but they deserved every bit of attention and every bit of applause they got for that miraculous game that just did not go their way in the final 2 batters.
And not even the final 2 batters. It was the final strike.
Yeah, seriously, one strike.
It was an 0-2 count in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. And Justin Whelan puts it up through the gap, in the Lobos win in walk-off fashion by final of 9-8.
Just crazy. And to get back to the state championship in that way, I mean, that is just everyone in the Lander dugout is feeling just so proud of themselves. As well they should. And there's going to be a stolen base there. Defensive indifference, I guess.
That would be correct, my friend.
And we got new umpires. We got Tim Robeson behind the home plate.
And we're going to have to wait because that was a swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the first. no score.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. We were late on the draw, and we are back here for the bottom of the first inning, and it is no score, and it will be Vaught on the mound for the Coyotes.
And yeah, we saw Vaught, I believe, play first base for most of yesterday. So as someone that hasn't gotten to see him pitch yet, this will be a fun matchup here as Owen Patterson is going to be up to bat first for the Spartans.
And his first pitch is going to be called strike on the outside corner by Tim Robeson, not Robinson. Sorry, Tim. Didn't know that was your last name.
And the other umpires are Ty Massey, who we talk a lot about here.
That ball is going to be smoked to left and caught.
Nice catch. Nice catch. Yeah, Ty Massey, the other umpire, and Mario Cabanas. I hope I'm saying that right as well, but that is what we got right before this inning, and it is already 1 out for the Cheyenne Coyotes as Kyle Cahill coming up to bat.
Well, let's make sure that it is Kyle, because he does have a
Cahill.
There's two Kyle. There's a Kyle Cahill, and then there's a Kason Cahill.
Oh,
that ball is going to get into the gap. Right into the gap, as Sean said, and it is going to be a single for Cahill.
Didn't mean to step on your toes there, partner.
My friend, we are so out of sorts still from the game we just had. You're okay.
And at least you got to eat in between. I probably should have, but
I was so nervous I ended up eating. That makes no sense, but that's what I did.
I was feeding on pure anxiety, so.
Pitch is going to be outside for ball one.
And I believe he thought Patterson was trying to steal. That's why he got the quick stand-up. It's all good.
Pitch on the way is foul tipped as Tim Robeson will make the money sign.
And Braden Steele looks like he has some strength behind him. He's trying to get a lot under it, and he knows that this game's going to be big for him. Ooh, right
nice
inside.
Pitch. That's inside. It's going to be slide in, not in time. So it is going to be a 2-1 count, and it will be Cahill who steals.
Already have a stolen base under their belt, which is exactly what Rock Springs likes to do when they get on the base. They don't wait for their hitters to hit them into second or third.
That is in the dirt. Ball three.
And you could say the same about Cheyenne. They are very good at base running. They really don't just wait for their batters. They like to run around the bases and get to third before they get the chance.
Outside, ball four. So runners are at first and second now as Steele reaches. It'll bring up Aiden Walker. And let me see here. Walker in the game against Glen Rock went he went for 1 for 2. Actually, I guess it'd be 1 for 2 because he had a single in first, single in the second, and he reached on an E7 in the first inning. So, yeah, 1 for 2.
And the first pitch to him is a little high.
I don't know what I'm smelling, but I want it.
Yeah, it smells good.
Pitch is going to be fouled off, and so now a count is 1-1.
That wasn't fouled. That was popped out
caught.
popped out way out into left field, and it was actually the shortstop that ran and called for it. And Aiden Walker was a little surprised, too, that he got so much of it underneath, but did not go very far.
Everyone was looking behind us.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people thought it was going behind.
It is getting pretty bright out, and the sun is right in the middle of the sky, so these outfielders and infielders have to be kind of careful when they're looking up at these pop-ups.
And so that'll bring up Stone. First pitch is swung on, fly ball left field. It's going to be backed up and
he dropped it. Oh, and it bounced off his glove and hit him in the face.
Yeah, he's hurt. That ball is going to be off the face of the left field or the shortstop. They're going to call time, and the coach is going to go get him.
Yeah, so he went out there. He did not see center fielder. Who's their center fielder here? Oh, my gosh, this bee is in my face. Sorry, guys. Isaiah Martinez in center field. He did not see Martinez, and when he went to go grab the ball, the shortstop got a great glove underneath it. It just bounced off and hit him directly in the cheek, it looks like, as he's talking to his coach. Looks to be okay. He's going to stay in the game, but my goodness, right off the bat, that's kind of a scary sight. And it doesn't feel good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if his glove kind of blunted the velocity of it. It just came up and hit him square in the mouth.
So that is going to be an E6 on the shortstop, not to be the buzzkill. And Carlson will step in. Strike one.
And Rock Springs already up 1-0, just like they planned it.
Yeah, Cahill came around to score as Steele is now at second. That's going to be a strike on the inside corner.
And Robeson's got his knee right in the middle of the strike zone, so he's got a great view right here, and I think that inside is going to be a nice bread and butter for all these pitchers.
That was a little sidearm action, and it was outside.
It looked old school right there.
Yeah, me and Mr. Robeson have had conversations about his strike zone and other things. Ball's going to be swung on and hit foul. And he is very, very – I really like him as a umpire for sure.
Home plate umpire.
All foul balls to the field.
And, yeah, you know, you might not be able to pick it up or hear it on this camera like you could with the first game. And look at that hit.
That ball's going to get smoked to the center field.
He caught it. He ran right into the fence, and he caught it. Wow. Martinez, take a bow. That was a great catch, and he just face planted into the fence. And we will be back with the second inning. Rock Springs is up 1-0.
Plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, you know, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the second inning, and it is going to be number 15, which is Manzanares, who will stand in. So it is Manzanares. Okay. So yesterday, This is a weird story, and I don't know why this is happening. One of the Velarde, so the first pitch is swung on and hit straight up.
Big pop up there.
And it's going to drop.
Oh, no one called for it.
And he's going to turn and try to go to second.
Yeah, I don't know what he was really thinking about doing there.
And so Manzanares will be at first.
I don't even know if I would call that an error. There were 4 Rock Springs players that just said, you get it. No, you get it.
And so it'll be an E4.
And, yeah, that is just not how you want to start off this inning if you are a Rock Springs fan.
So let's make sure our levels are now. So turn that little slider up. Sorry, guys, we're doing some maintenance. We realized that after we called the game earlier, we just probably blew out every speaker that ever existed if you were listening to the game.
And I feel bad for anyone that might have been listening in their car. That would have been you would have blown out your speakers.
That would have been so loud.
You can send all inquiries to our bosses. They'll pay for it, I'm sure. There you go. Nice catch there.
That's one.
Oh, they really had the double play set up. He just kind of got slid into there at second base.
And so that is going to be a 6-4 play. And that'll get Manzanares out. And it will bring up Smith as Hernandez reaches on the single. Kind of curious to hear what that sounds like now after we do this game, because I feel like it. And here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not gonna apologize for it, just for the fact that that was a emotional and a tons of fun game, and if you're an announcer and you don't get really into it, there's something wrong.
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
On the way is in the dirt. 1-1 is the count. Let Miss Kelly listen to that last call and see what it actually sounds like on speakers, and make sure it doesn't blow your phone out.
It would be a fun one. Her oldest son, Peyton, was listening to it, she said. So I apologize to Peyton if you are having to get a new speaker.
Peyton, I'm not apologizing at all. 1-2 the count.
He might have spiked his phone knowing him.
Yeah.
Or threw it at least. Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Everyone in the crow's nest right now is an absolute hot mess.
Yeah, we're all just still just waiting
of us.
Here. We're kind of waiting for all of our levels to get back to normal there.
Yeah, it may be tomorrow.
Yeah, Miss Reese was crying. It is also Miss Reese's birthday.
I knew that was coming at some point.
Happy birthday
from all our friends
to Miss Reese.
Happy birthday. You're only 102.
If my wife is listening, bring her something nice. I don't even know. Get a flower on the way here.
Yeah, just a random flower.
Just random flower. Pick
Pitch
one out of our
dirt.
neighbor's yard.
And so 2-2. And one of the things I wanted to mention is, just how amazing this has been for us, getting to call these games and getting to have a lot of fun as that pitch is going to be in the dirt.
He's going to go to third,
and he's going to get not in time. Both Ty Massey and Mario both called him safe, and it looked like he landed right on top of him.
Yeah, he landed on his ankle, the Cheyenne player's ankle, it looks like. I hope he's okay. Never feels good when a cleat lands on anything, let alone your leg.
Yeah. But seriously, though, as I was saying, it was all of the Lander Lobos for allowing us to come and do this. And for Kevin Shields for allowing us to come do this. And for our sponsors, that ball is going to be hit towards the shortstop.
Nice
It'll be a throw and caught, but it's going to be a 1-1 game as trying to see who that was that came across. Someone help me.
Number 5.
So that was Hernandez that I only had at first all the way across. And so there is one out. And let's see, who's at the plate?
Number 2.
That is Dimro.
We are having a heck of a time getting back here, and while this is between Rock Springs and Cheyenne, they are going to play against Lander. So Lander being able to play a state championship in front of their home field is going to be even more emotional. So 2 outs, and it is a 1-1 game.
So it's 1-1, not 2-0, and I think there are 2 outs because I think Smith was thrown out at first.
Yes, we are not relying on the scoreboard right now, and that ball comes way back, foul ball, as Dimro is now looking at a 1-1 count.
And I think I'm caught up. Pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner, so now 1-2. So Dimro is at the plate, so that tells me that with 2 outs, it had to have been Manzanares was thrown out.
Hernandez crossed the plate.
And then Hernandez crossed, so then Smith was the next one up, and he was thrown out at first.
That's another foul.
And that ball's going to be foul, so we stay at 1-2. 2 outs, it's a 1-1 score.
And Cheyenne, they are looking to get back to the state championship. They almost didn't make it here yesterday with a crazy ending against Green River. That was just a phenomenal ending. You can look at that game on WyoToday's YouTube if you go back just a couple games.
Yeah, literally like yesterday.
Literally last night, yeah. So Cheyenne is kind of holding on by the belt of their pants here, and they are trying to get past Rock Springs, who has
swung on and hit to the third baseman. He fields it cleanly, throw to first, not in time.
And he kind of bobbled it a little bit there too. But yeah, Rock Springs, like I was trying to say, they can run up the score fast. And Cheyenne did that against Green River yesterday. And it was not Green River's best day by any means, I will say. But Cheyenne can rack them up as well too. So it's going to be a game of who can score the most fastest, because these two teams like to hold on to their leads.
So the score is 1-1 with 2 outs. Pitch is swung on, fly ball, center field. Center fielder's going to go up, take 2 steps in, and catch it for the final out. So we go to the bottom of the second inning, tied at 1. The winner of this game plays the Lander Lobos for the state title.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear: the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the bottom of the second inning, and first pitch is going to be swung on and foul to O'Brien. Trying to see O'Brien in the last game that he played in was 1 for 4. Actually, be 1 for 3 because he walked. Pitch is swung on, and it is going to be foul off the fence.
2 fouls in a row for O'Brien here. And the shortstop and third baseman seem to run in tandem with each other almost all the time. So when there's 1 hole there, there's basically 2 big holes there. So Cheyenne kind of needs to get that in check, because that's shortstop's been going everywhere.
Pitch is just outside.
That was a close one.
Ball 1.
And by just outside, that was about 1.5 centimeters right outside the strike zone from the looks of it. And that one's going to come in a little high. Now it's a 2-2 count.
It'll be O'Brien, Conrad, and Shelley for the Spartans. That pitch is going to be swung on, hit towards the third baseman. Throw over to first in the dirt, and he got him.
That was a nice throw all the way across the field by the third baseman, Pacheco. It is extremely quiet around here because I believe the audience is out getting some lunch. If they were here for the Lobos, now they'll come back around 3-ish for the state championship game.
Pitch is going to be in there for strike number 1 to Conrad.
The
adrenaline level has kind of died down after that first game.
Definitely, but also most of the fans of either of these teams are sitting on the sidelines of the stadium. They're not really sitting in the bleachers with the rest of us. And the sun is just beating down right now. If you could see the audience members, everyone has an umbrella above their head. It's just so hot out here. Or so sunny, I should say. It's not even that hot.
It's 1-2 count now, or 2-1 count, I'm sorry. Winner of this game plays Lobos at 3-ish, as we've said multiple times.
Yeah, and if you can make it out here, whether you're a fan of Lander or if you're from Riverton just listening, if you want to come watch some good baseball, there's going to be plenty of food, plenty of seats, and they're going to walk O'Brien there. Conrad, I'm sorry. And there's going to be a whole bunch of fun around 3 o'clock.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those games coming up at 3, depending on who wins this, and even either or. It's going to be a fantastic game.
And that was a strike right down the middle. Sorry, partner.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to figure out what he wanted.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a plug-in I could use right here.
Got plug-ins. Our MiFi is still working, knock on wood. Thank you. 1 ball, and that pitch is going to be outside. So now 1 ball, 1 strike to Shelley.
There's a big grilling party going on in the park, too, so even if you're not hungry, the smell out here will make you hungry. You can see the smoke over here in the big grill.
Pitch on the way is outside. Ball 2.
Conrad keeps thinking about running to second. He's taking some good leadoffs. He's just waiting for the right time here. And as you may have heard, Miss Reese, the catcher here for Cheyenne, has one heck of an arm. And he is pretty accurate. We were watching him do warm-ups. He didn't miss second base very much. Yeah.
Yep. So Conrad, Shelley in the game against Glen Rock played, and he went 1 for 2.
Oh, look at that hit. It's going to go way up high, but it's going to come back here right in front of us. Actually just landed 2 seconds to the right over here.
Please return all foul balls to the field.
I think I had that one.
You might not get that one. I think it's sitting right here on the roof.
Yeah, I think it's right here on the roof, yeah.
Okay, somebody go be Spider-Man.
I think I could actually get to that if I had the opportunity. 3-2 the count. Swung.
Oh, almost in the third baseman's
by
glove.
the third baseman, and it's going to be a single and nothing more for Shelley, and that will bring up Braden Beyondich.
And it was actually a really smart play by the third baseman to stay by third base after it hit his glove. He let the shortstop run it. It really blunted the fall and went into the foul territory. Didn't go very far past third base, and so the shortstop going all the way just in case Conrad wanted to run to third. He had an out there.
Pitch on the way by Vaught. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1 to Beyondich. Beyondich in the game against Glen Rock was 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And I can't say enough about the shortstop so far. He's taken one of the balls. He took a baseball to the face a little earlier, but he's going everywhere. He's catching balls out in the outfield. He's coming in on the infield. He's saving balls in foul land. He's doing all sorts of stuff for his team right now.
And
swing and a miss.
Strike 3.
And that is out number 2. And I believe that is the first. Is that the first or second strikeout for?
That is the
Vaught?
first.
That's the first, yeah.
And we go back to the top of the order for Owen Patterson. Patterson, he flew out to left field, and now he's going to hit another one towards the left side, and it's going to get down on the tent. Yeah.
Luckily, that tent was protecting those people there.
I would take a baseball over a tent any day of the week.
Yeah.
That is baseball 1, tent nothing. I just realized what you were talking about, partner, so let me fix it.
I think we got a good look at it in here now. That works. That's
okay.
We're all good. Maybe a little bit to the right, though.
Want to make sure everybody can see the way we need to.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Patterson.
Oh.
Over the head, throw over to first is not in time, and second is safe as well. Conrad and Shelley both get in back safely.
Man, Patterson had to duck real low for that one. That would have gotten to him. Really smart by the catcher to keep throwing to first there, though, because he was way off base.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball in the dirt again. And so now 3-1. And there has been 1 walk in this inning for Vaught.
And that was Conrad earlier, and he's up there at second base just waiting to go 90 feet more to the third, and he's going to walk again. Now bases loaded with 2 outs for Vaught, and this 1-1 game is looking like a 1-1 game and feeling like a 1-1 game. It may not be for long, though, as Kyle Cahill comes up to bat.
Yeah, Kyle Cahill. There's also Kason Cahill. And
Kyle's the only one to actually run across home plate for Rock Springs.
Yeah, only one to plate so far. Swing and a foul tip, strike 1. I love the money sign. He doesn't do it just once. He's got to do the 3 times.
He knows what he's doing.
On the way. Swing and a foul again, so we get to do the money sign again. 0-2.
And we're watching some of this crowd come back. They must have gotten some food in them, and they're going to sit here and watch this game after the emotional turning of the first game.
Yeah, no one was eating during that game.
No.
No one.
Everyone was throwing up.
Kelly's got chicken nuggets. And I don't even like hot dogs, but I was hungry.
I wonder if Miss Reese likes the Szechuan sauce from McDonald's. I have 2 in my car that I've been saving. Yeah.
So to be completely fair, though, she's dipping her nuggets in honey mustard, and that is the right way to go. That ball's going to get off the end of the glove, and it's going to score. Oh, my goodness, it's going to score a run.
Whew. That almost hit.
That almost hit him in the face.
Yeah, Conrad wasn't aware that ball was coming right near him. So Rock Springs with a second run in this game, and the bases are now held at third and second.
Yeah, second is Patterson, third is Shelley. And it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. So if you are if you are Cheyenne, you're wanting to get out of this early, or getting out of this with just a 1 run given up. Count is 2-2. Robeson, make sure everybody knows. Swing, foul ball is going to go right back towards us.
Are you okay? That's all I heard. And it's going to hit the bleachers here. And we still have deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-1 in the bottom of the second.
On the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nicely done by Vaught for his second strikeout of the day. We'll take a commercial break. Rock Springs regains the lead 2-1.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
And welcome back. It is the top of the third inning as Rock Springs has regained the lead here, 2-1, and it is Sean Stone still on the mound, I believe. And Rock Springs is looking to go 1-2-3 in this inning and get back in the batter's box, where they were doing pretty well there until the final batter. They did leave 2 on base, but they definitely had their way with the pitching of Vaught in this last half an inning. So now we have Guy Andren, the shortstop that I was speaking so highly of just a little bit ago, up to bat. Left-handed batter here. And he reached earlier on an error when all 4 infielders, as that ball one comes to the outside. He reached base last time he was up to bat off of an error when all 4 Rock Springs players came in and did not call for it. So see what he can do now. That is high and outside, ball 2. We got a couple people here trying to set up a tent. It's not going so well.
I saw someone with a Mets jersey, and it made me think about the Marlins defeated the Mets today by a final of 3-2. Just don't know why I saw a Mets jersey and thought to bring that up.
As a Royals fan, I love bashing on the Mets because we won the World Series against them back in 2015. So
Rockies are trailing the Twins 5-1, and my Athletics are beating Sean's Royals by a score of 1-0.
It's not that hard to beat the Royals, man. The Angels couldn't do it somehow with Shohei Ohtani.
That's going to be ball 4, and it's going to be a walk for Andren to start off the third inning. And that will bring up the pitcher, Vaught.
And he needs to help himself out just a little bit here.
Vaught in the first inning flew out to center. First pitch from Stone is going to be outside for ball 1.
Props to Miss Velarde. She is sharing all of our stuff on Lander Journal, trying to get as many people watching this stream and the last stream and the next stream.
The pitch is going to be called strike.
Maybe we could hire her as a publicist. Who knows?
I'm all for that.
She's got kids in softball and Little League and Babe Ruth. So if anyone knows baseball, it is Tiffany Velarde over there.
That whole Velarde squad, that's going to be right into the glove. Throw over to first is in time,
nice,
so it's a double play.
That was a great double play by the shortstop there, Owen Patterson.
I'm still trying to get my scorebook back caught up, which is not an easy thing to do, by the way.
No, and Guy Andren, he was on first, and he really didn't think that the shortstop was going to catch that and throw it so quickly. He didn't even have a chance to get back to first. So two outs right off the bat there, as Dorian Pacheco, the third baseman, knocks it the same place, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Rock Springs. And you will see us in a few minutes or a few seconds after some commercials in the bottom of the third. Rock Springs leads 2-1.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the bottom of the third inning, and Rock Springs will see their 3, 4, 5 hitters come up for Steele, Walker, and for Stone. Vought's first pitch swung on and fouled off. I think I said this once before, and I think it was when I was with Kevin this weekend doing one of the Rock Springs games. They wear the powder blue jerseys. It reminds me a lot of the Montreal Expos.
Oh, yeah, those are some cool jerseys.
Pitch is going to be swung on and foul, so now 1-1.
Well, and it's funny because
umpire 0-2, I'm sorry.
Umpire Robeson right behind home plate. I mean, they look like they're wearing the exact same color. Just a little bit lighter shade on the Rock Springs guys here.
Pitch on the way, swung on. That's going to get hit to the second baseman. He'll field it cleanly, throw over to first in time for out number 1. It's funny because people listen to me talk about the Montreal Expos, and they'll be like, aren't you too young to know who that is? The answer to that question is yes, but I also know my history.
I do have ESPN Classic, and they play all sorts of games.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And now we got Aiden Walker up to bat.
Pitch is high for ball 1. And I have YouTube, which has also allowed me to watch some of those games.
Yeah, props to YouTube.
On the way, that's going to be strike 1, so now 1-1 for Aiden Walker.
It's funny because you can look up anything on YouTube, including our stream. Oh, he's going to get
good
almost
segue.
hit in the head there.
That was a good segue.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say it helps me with my car all the time. I'm not a mechanic, but YouTube is. and our streams are watched repeatedly by coaches, says birthday girl Miss Reese over here.
And that is a terrifying statement to make, in my opinion. Swing, fly ball, center field. That is going to be a long run for the center fielder, and he's going to drop it. It popped, and you could see it from where we were sitting. It hit him right in the palm, and it bounced out. You could see where it hit him in the palm and not in the actual mitt. And that is what's going to cause that to be a drop and probably an E8.
And that was Martinez who made the spectacular catch earlier as he face planted into the fence. So from one supreme high to one supreme low, Martinez is out there now putting his fist in his mitt there, angry at himself. But you're right, that just hit his glove in the wrong area.
Ball is high to Sean Stone for ball 1.
And Sean Stone looking at his coach for the sign here.
And Stone's going to ask for time.
Doing even more signing over there, making sure he gets the right call. Oh, fouled way up and high behind us. And that will be a 1-1 count now for Stone with 1 out. Again, bottom of the third, Rock Springs took the lead in the last inning, and it has been a close game this entire time.
On the way, swung on, fly ball, left field. This one's going to get down. It's not.
No,
it's going to be caught.
That shortstop, I'm telling you, Guy Andren, he is all over the place today.
And Andren was the pitcher in one of the games this week, and he pitched an outstanding game there too. It was against Lander.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And he is he's making all the plays he needs to make for his team to get back to that state championship.
Again, the Cheyenne Coyotes are the defending state champions, and they trail 2-1.
And not only the defending state champions, they beat Lander in the state championship last year, where Lander was the defending state champion. So it's going to be a fun matchup no matter who Lander plays. But if it is against Cheyenne, there is some bad blood between these two, as there is no throw to second there.
I'm going to correct you.
What?
I know there is a lot of bad blood, but these two teams, Cheyenne and Lander, are great friends.
Oh, no, for sure.
Pitch on the way is going to be outside ball 1 and 2.
I was about to say the competitive streak in all of the Lobos that I have seen, they will tell their friends before the game, good game, but I do not want you to do anything. And after the game, they'll be all hugs and smiles. But during those 7 innings, it is all ball for Lander, and they do not take any prisoners.
As we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was if you're just joining us, Lander walked off against Casper and won by a final of 9-8.
Great game. Just amazing. I'll rewatch that game later just for fun, not even to.
And that pitch is going to be thrown over to the first baseman for the final out. And so we will go to the top of the 4th. It is 2-1 Rock Springs.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 4th inning, and partner, this game has got a good pace to it. It's 2-1 in favor of Rock Springs. The one run was Hernandez that came across the plate thanks to a single by Demro. And for Rock Springs, it was Steele who got Cahill around to score. And then a single by Shelley got Conrad to score.
And yeah, the pace is really just with the pitchers here. The pitchers are doing phenomenal jobs, as that is
a strike one as he jumped out of the way.
He jumped out of the way and it hit the ground, but strike one in the inside bottom corner there. And yeah, no, the pitchers are the name of the game right here. That and the shortstop for Cheyenne has really kept this game in play. And look at that ball deep into center.
And it'll be caught by the center fielder, which is
Walker. Yeah,
Walker, Aiden Walker.
And now we have Jesus Manzanares, and he is something to watch here. He is pretty good with his bat, and then when he gets on base, he's something that you need to be careful for if you are the pitcher.
Manzanares will see first pitch go inside or outside for ball 1.
I know it's just an accent thing, but I say Manzanares and you say Manzanares.
Well, here's the thing. I was telling you this earlier. Coach Velarde's wife, Tiffany, was picking on me for not getting this kid's name right. And so I knew that this game was coming up. And so I went home and practiced in front of my wife.
Don't let Miss Velarde bully you.
I'm not, but I want to get the kid's name right, as that ball's going to be on the outside corner, strike 2. Because I was saying every which way of the name, and I could not do it.
You were adding Z's and N's to it all, and now it's a 2-2 count here with one out.
Manzanares is looking at 2-2, and he swings right back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a single.
And I believe he's 1 for 1 or 2 for 2 now.
Actually, he would technically be 1 for 2 because he reached on an error in the second inning.
And that means that there's 2 errors that Rock Springs has allowed, and that means that Cheyenne has kind of been allotted some extra forgiveness here by this Rock Springs team. if Rock Springs can kind of tighten up a little bit, they might be able to keep Cheyenne on their heels for the rest of this game.
Hernandez will foul that one right towards the dugout on the Rock Springs right side.
Still 3 innings to go at least, and Cheyenne is having a tough time getting on base if it's not for errors. So it's going to be up to this pitcher in Rock Springs and see if he can keep this up.
So I'm getting a little nervous, partner. There are cars parking around the outfield. And Bill, the pitch is going to be fielded by the third baseman. A long dig in, and he will throw to third. It's going to get by. Cheyenne is going to now try to score at the plate, and he's not. He's going to not be in time. Does Cahill, and now we are tied at 2 as Manzanares will come around and score.
That was a long run for Manzanares. He got from first all the way to third, and then when they let that ball go past third, he was like, I'm going home. I don't bother waiting anymore. So that was a great run by Cheyenne there. And yes, as you were saying, there is a bunch of cars parking out there, and it might be for the Pride event out there in the park.
That is not, yeah, I'm with Miss Kelly. If you see a baseball game, that is not a good idea, because do not think these kids cannot. We know that one of them has, and it was on this team that was a rocket to right field. As that pitch is going to be in there for strike number 1. It was a rocket to right field. I want to say it was Isaiah Martinez.
I think it might have been.
That hit that home run.
Yeah.
And it was against Lander, and it broke a windshield.
And they are not liable if you are parking out there. If you see a baseball game, the last thing I'm doing is parking. Even if there's no parking for this Pride event at the park, you can park down the street right towards Sinks Canyon.
Just like that. And foul ball.
Oh, and right into the middle of a tennis match.
Who won?
There's a doubles tennis match happening right now, just I guess for funsies, but that baseball dropped right in the middle of them.
Did you just say for funsies?
Is that not a common term out here?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Samesies and funsies.
Pitch is going to be fouled off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hernandez.
And this 2-2 game has really been a lot of fun. It's really paced quite well, like you said. And these bees are having fun with us in here.
It's the Nuggets.
Yeah, there you go. It's the yellow flowers, actually, probably.
Like I said, they're chicken nuggets, yeah. That pitch is going to be hit towards the shortstop. He'll throw over to first. Not in time.
That was a nice slow roller right towards the shortstop. Shortstop just couldn't get to the ball in time. Nice throw as well.
And sorry, that was Smith who was looking at the 1-2 count. And now that'll bring up Demro.
Demro's at the bottom of the lineup, but he can smash these balls. I'm pretty positive that he has had a couple longer hits in the 2 games that I've called for him. He's got some strength behind him. And they're going to talk to the – go ahead.
Coach and Kyle Cahill is going to come out and have a conversation with his pitcher. Again, on the line as we are in the top of the 4th inning is a date with the Lander Lobos for the state title. And we could be is the key word, looking at a rematch of the rematch from the rematch.
Just goes to show how good these 2 teams are and how consistent they are. Even if they lose players or anything like that, they're still just putting the best abilities forward and they're winning. They just keep winning. They find ways to win. Oh.
Pitch is inside. And what I mean by that, just for kicks and giggles, is this season, Rock Springs and Lander have played each other 7 times. And it is a 4-2 series. Lander, look, as that pitch is going to be hit. Left field, look out, cars. Gone.
Wow.
That is a 2-run slammer. And that will send Smith around, and Demro will hit the homer, and luckily no cars was there.
There was about 2
That was
spots
about 2
behind.
spots behind, yeah.
And what did I say? Demro's got so much strength. He may not look it, but he can do what he wants at will in the batter's box if he gets the right pitch.
Hey, find his ball. Go find Demro's ball.
And so it is a 4-2 lead in favor of Cheyenne now. But as I was saying, Rock Springs and Lander, they've played each other 7 times this season. 4-2 is the series win, and Cheyenne They are the defending state champions. They beat Lander last year. Then Lander beat Cheyenne
the year before.
We beat them this year, and so now they're wanting to get back into it.
And that almost hit number 20 there.
That's Martinez.
And we have Paxton Reese up here in the crow's nest, and he was being told to go get that home run ball. And I think he's still feeling the effects of that game earlier. He says, I'm going to throw up if I have to walk that far.
2-0 is the count.
Get some food in you, Mr. Reese.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 4-2 now. Cheyenne lead. Pitch. Swung on. Fly ball. That ball could get going. It's foul.
Ooh. And that had some distance to it, but just about 10 feet, maybe 15 feet past the foul line. And you could tell this Cheyenne team, I mean, once they get in a groove, they can all hit. They can all, it's not just like a 1 or 2 person skill level here. They can all get it going here.
2 balls, 1 strike. Cheyenne, like I said, defending state champs. They want another crack at the Lobos.
Ooh.
Pitch is inside. This Rock Springs team, though, has been absolutely on fire for a majority of this season. They are a dangerous team as well. So the Lobos are in for a good game again, as either one of these teams could definitely give them a run for their money.
Yeah, and we have another meeting on the mound here, and I'm going to take this time to ask Miss Reese what the pitch count is for this young man. 56 pitches in, just 4 innings in, and he's might be feeling a little bit tired here. A lot of his pitches are coming inside really close to these batters, and after that home run he gave up, he's just got to kind of move forward and not think about the last couple hits.
3-1 is the count. 4-2 the Cheyenne Coyotes lead. Swing and a miss, strike 2, so now full count to Martinez.
And that is exactly what they went up and talked about. Now, see if he can repeat that and get out of this inning.
On the way. Swung on. Fly ball.
This
one is going to go to the third baseman, and he will grab it for out number 3. But Cheyenne adds 2 off of a long home run by Demro. We'll take a commercial break. 4-2, Rock Springs.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, and we are back here in the bottom of the 4th. I actually have figured it out here, and it will be number 25, Ethan O'Brien, up to bat first. It is 4-2 in favor of Cheyenne, not Rock Springs.
Yeah, he had to. We're going to get that fixed.
I don't want any angry parents yelling at me here.
That ball's
nice
going to be swung on towards the left field, and
what
caught.
A catch! What a catch. He slid about 10 yards into that one. And that was left fielder Cole Demro.
Man, Demro's just having himself a day right now.
Yes, he is. He's having a nice second game of the day today for the entire state tournament semifinals. He is making sure that Cheyenne gets back there into that championship game.
Pitch is going to be missed for ball 1 to Conrad.
Yeah, a little high there. And Vaught is making sure. And that's strike 1, a little low. I was going to say Vaught's making sure that these batters know not to crowd the plate. He's gotten kind of close, but these ones that hover over the bag, look at that.
Swung on. Let's see if he does it again.
Dimro's got it.
He does.
And that is out number 2. As they would say, easy peasy lemon squeezy for Dimro. And now Chase Shelley, the second baseman for Rock Springs.
Shelley reached on a single in the second inning. Pitch on the way, swung on and reached by Shelley for strike 1.
He really reached there. That was way outside. And you can hear Rock Springs dugout get a little bit more vocal towards their team. And that was, I guess, a little inside there. Ball 1, now 1-1 count towards Shelley. We have, where's the other, oh, the umpire is not wearing powder blue over there. I was going to say we have 3 umpires here. That's another reach by Shelley. That is low and outside for strike 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how he can get away with that, to be honest with you. He's also wearing a fisherman's hat, which also throws me. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a 1-2-3 inning.
And Cheyenne is looking their best right now as we're going to go to the top of the 5th with Cheyenne ahead 4-2.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 5th inning, and it is 4-2 Cheyenne with the state championship game coming over next at could be 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Depending on how this goes. It's going to be one of these two teams taking on the Lander Lobos for the state title. And trying to think, how many games have we called? How many games?
You personally have called about 14 games this weekend alone.
Okay, so
I've called. This will be my 5th game with you.
Okay, cool.
You had 3 with Cody Beers, and I think 3 with Ernie.
Yep, and then 1 with Kevin.
And then 1 with Kevin.
And then I think 2 solos. Yeah. But I'm glad to be here, glad to have had the opportunity to do this. We've still got 1 full game to go. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 4-2 is the Cheyenne lead. And it is going to be Andren who sees his first pitch in for ball 1.
Sean Stone just threw so hard his hat fell off.
That is a normal occurrence, especially a lot of the Lander JV guys do that. That's going to be outside again, ball 2.
A lot of the Lander JV kids have mullets and long hair that keep their hat a little bit light on their head.
I asked Rowan after a game how he kept his hat on.
Oh, wow.
The pitch is going to be.
He got all of that.
It's going to hit a car. It got caught.
That's a home run.
That's a home run. Oh, my goodness.
So another home run, this one by Guy Andren. Well, yeah, that bounced directly into the Pride event over there.
The way that the right fielder was going,
yeah,
it looked like he had a play on it.
I thought it was going to be foul because he kept running, but yeah, he just, and it didn't hit that lady's car, it looks like, but my goodness, she's there.
She's moving it.
She's
like,
moving her
nope.
car.
She's like, nope, nope, and nope.
I think she didn't realize when she parked at the Pride event that there was a game going on, because maybe she got here in the middle of the two games, but yeah,
she's not staying to find out what happens.
And Sinks Canyon is right down the street, and you don't have to park all the way down at Sinks, but there's plenty of parking at the little fireman's thing, and then there's a parking lot right next to it. So I think a lot of these cars that are seeing these home runs being hit by Cheyenne are going to start overthinking or rethinking their decision making here.
They're gonna second guess themselves every time, yeah.
And just speaking of second guessing, now pitcher Sean Stone, after having a meeting, I think.
So they're going to bring in a new pitcher, so let's take a commercial break. It'll be number 5, Patterson, coming in, and he will replace the pitcher, which was
Sean
Stone. And so we'll take a commercial break.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Tim Robeson is going to do the one job that all umpires enjoy doing, and that's clean off the home plate. And we are going to go to the top of the 5th inning still, and Owen Patterson will come in. He will replace Sean Stone.
Tristan Vaught up to bat, too.
And he's going to swing at his first pitch, and look out, everybody on the left. That's going to fall. So we were talking about parking earlier after that home run. I strategically park in front of the really big trucks, some of the high schoolers' trucks, just so if it's going to bounce, it's going to hit their truck.
Yeah. You and I both have kind of lowered to the ground cars, and I don't think my wife would appreciate it if I had to drive her car around for very long. Oh, and that's going to be inside and low for Vaught.
Yeah, one of the things is, especially with the gas prices, we actually had bought an SUV, and now we're going to sell said SUV.
Not the right time.
Yeah, terrible timing. Pitches outside for ball 2.
There's a reason you don't see very many Hummers on the road right now.
Oh, yeah. Here in Lander, if you're wondering, it is $4.85 at most of the gas stations.
And he's got that one up to the shortstop. See if he can throw it in time.
Oh, that
it's
is
way
a sail high. And he's going to go, too, as it goes over the fence. And
I think it's automatic double if it goes over the fence, which it did based off how high that throw was. And, Vaught is – oh, wait, no. Now he's given an extra base, and it looks like Vaught is going to third. Now Robeson is going to bring him back to second and have a meeting with the rest of the umpires. An extra base will be given. He should be on 2, and Vaught is talking over there to the shortstop that threw it, saying, oh, yeah, the shortstop's shoulder, or I'm sorry, his elbow seems to be really bothering him. Maybe that's what caused the aired throw there. And, yeah, so we have the Cheyenne coach talking to him, and looks like the Rock Springs coach is also going to go talk to him. Maybe we should take a break, and we are going to come back after we figure out what's going on. We will be right back.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back, everyone. It will be an extra base for Vaught. He will be at second. And now there's a conversation between Tim Robeson and Coach Cobb on the Cheyenne side of things.
And the Rock Springs coach is not happy right now. But according to the rule, and we're going to hear it from Miss Reese.
Maybe.
Nope, we will not hear it from Miss Reese because her microphone does not work. Do we need this going? Nope.
The ball was out of play. He gets a single base per the rule book.
And the rule book has been opened many times up here, so we have gotten a good glimpse at what Babe Ruth rule books look like, and that is a extra base. So it will be Vaught on second, no outs. That is a ball in the ground.
To Pacheco.
To Pacheco, yeah. And we are in the top of the fifth, 5-2 in favor of Cheyenne after two different home runs, one by Guy Andren and a two-run homer by Dimrow. And that is outside and another ball. And Rock Springs coach is still over there making sure he can be heard, but I'm 100% positive that they have the right call as Pacheco looks and swings, and that will be strike number one for Pacheco, the third baseman for Cheyenne.
2-1 the count here for Pacheco. Runner is at second in Vaught.
I noticed that woman didn't move her car.
No, she didn't. She's taking a long risk. 3-1 now the count.
I don't know how funny it would be, but if another home run went and hit her car, I'm sure she'd be rethinking all of her life decisions today. That's a nice-looking car. Who's the head umpire?
Pitch is going to be swung right up the middle, and it is going to go through as a single. Throw over to third. Not in time.
He was about to run home, and then I think he saw how close that he was going to get, and he smartly turned back around towards third. But that original hit was about a centimeter away from being caught by the pitcher, just a little bit behind him. That would have been a nice grab if he could have made it.
So that will bring up Cobb.
And now we have runners on first and third.
And now they're gonna have a conversation. There's gonna be a pinch runner. Pinch runner is going to be number 24 for
Worth.
Cheyenne. That's gonna be Worth.
Don't know Worth's first name, but Worth.
That's Ryan Worth. He pitched yesterday.
Okay.
Let me make sure I'm right on that before I really jump the gun.
It is, yeah.
I just want to make sure it's Ryan Worth.
And Cobb's going to stand up in the plate with no outs, looking at runners on first and third. A little high and outside.
And that'll be ball one to Cobb. So runner at third is Worth. And pitch on the way. He's going to look to bunt.
Woo.
He's going to pull it back. And it will be ball two.
Cahill kind of faked the throw there, but I really don't know if he was about to and Cobb was just in his way, or if he was rethinking it. Either way, that would have been a nice play because Worth has taken quite a long leadoff here. He's doing it again. He's faking him out, but he didn't even see the runner go to second. So now we have runners at third and second, with Cobb having the ability to make this game at least 6-2, possibly 7-2. And now ball 4.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So ball 4 is going to get Cobb to first, and so that should load the bases.
That is bases loaded now with Manzanares.
It's Rayworth. I'm sorry. I knew it started with an R. And so now there's going to be a conversation with the pitcher, Patterson. Runner is at first and is in Cobb. Pacheco is at second. Vaught is at third. And Manzanares will stand in.
And they're probably just talking about how dangerous this situation is with bases loaded and no outs. It's going to be a sticky situation for Rock Springs to get out of this inning without allowing any more runs.
Again, on the line, coming up at 3-ish will be the championship game. We know the Lobos are in from Lander. The winner of this game will play them.
Lobos going to be riding that momentum from the end of the game all the way into it. And right now, it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of momentum on Rock Springs' side. But that being said, the pace of this game has really caused the Cheyenne team to just kind of slowly but surely gain the lead.
So Manzanares will stand in. And the first pitch by Owen Patterson to him. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Manzanares is 1 for 1. He reached on an error in the second inning and then a single in the fourth.
Oh, look at that. He got the tip of the bat, and it's going to drop in the middle, I feel like. Oh,
he
what a
got
catch.
caught.
What a catch by the second baseman. He's going to go to first.
And he is safe. Cheyenne is going to score another run, make it 6-2, as Vaught will come in. Smartly done by him to go back and go ahead and tag.
That was a great catch by the second baseman, Chase Shelley. He didn't really have a good angle on it, just put his glove right up above his head and caught it, not in kind of a scooping motion, but it just way up there. Nice catch. And so 1 out now, but a 4-run lead for Cheyenne.
And those, as we have seen today, are not always safe.
No, they are not.
First pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1.
By Nathaniel Hernandez.
6-2, the lead for Cheyenne. On the way, swung on, fouled off, strike 2.
Way back, and we are definitely starting to get the crowd back. The Lobos have returned from what I've heard. They must have gone and eaten and got a good crowd. Former Lobos players are up here, as well as the JV squad for the Lobos.
Everyone's here.
Everyone's here, and if you're not here, you're listening, I would hope, and we thank you for that.
Pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball is going to get down into right field. It's going to score maybe 1 run. He turned around and looked, did the runner at second. Luckily, he didn't get a throw towards that way. It will score another run, and so now Cheyenne's starting to run away. Now there's a play at the plate, and he's out.
He got out. Wow, I was looking down at the score and must have missed it, but that was a nice play.
Right at the plate, he stuffed him and did not let him get through, and Coach Cobb is having a conversation, and he's agreeing with, and now he's not agreeing with Coach the home plate umpire, Tim Robeson.
I can't tell if he's
And now they're going to have a conversation. It's going to go to Tim Robeson. Robeson's the only one that was there, and it's going to be still 7-2. And it's going to, let's see here. Oh, my goodness.
You got a lot to do on your little scorekeep there. I'll say that Robeson is cleaning off the base because of just that slide right there. And now, who do we have up to bat? It's Hernandez still? Oh,
it's Smith.
Smith is up, yeah. And so Smith looking to bring in that one left batter, or that one left runner out there in on second base and make this an even larger score. But with 2 outs, he's got to be careful with what he does in the batter's box here. And that's what he does. He sends it way out into center field where it'll be caught, and that will be the end of the top of the 5th.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 7-2. Cheyenne still leads.
University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal and Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. 7-2 is the lead for Cheyenne. And it will be Max Mikesell to come in as he will replace Beyondich in the batting order.
Mikesell's pretty strong at the bat, and that's probably why they put him in, especially right now. They know that they can replace Beyondich with him.
Pitch on the way is going to be over the head.
Vaught says, my bad, I didn't mean to do that.
So ball one.
And yeah, I think we saw Mikesell hit 2 for 2, if I'm not mistaken, the other day. I might be wrong about the numbers, but he had 2 really solid hits in the one game that I called.
So Mikesell came in the game against Glenrock in the pit, and it was thrown out, so he was 0 for 1 in the game against Rock Springs, or the game against Glenrock.
There's a game I saw where he went yard pretty far. I don't know if he got a home run, but he has some strength, and there's a reason they brought him in. They need the runs right now with 5 innings almost done, and right up towards us. That'll be foul, and that'll be strike number 2.
So 2 for 2. Mikesell in the first game of the first day of the tournament, he went
he just struck
0 for
out
2,
there.
and so he just struck out there. So now he is 0 for 1 again.
He's one of those players where he's just going to strike out or he's going to hit it yard, one or the other.
So we go back to the top of the order for Owen Patterson. Want to thank everyone for joining us here this afternoon. Good crowd here in Lander, good crowd online. Looking at a 1-1 count to Patterson quickly. That's going to be high, 2-1.
That's on you here.
Pitch on the way, that's going to be a strike, so now a 2-2 count.
Vaught is really doing well with that lower inside corner. He is finding that sweet spot regularly.
Swung on, fly ball, right field. Center field or right fielder's going to have to come up, and he will miss it.
He missed it.
He just overran it, and it'll be a stand-up double for Patterson.
I think he overran it, and then as soon as he realized how far he was, he tried to jump and grab it, and I don't know if he necessarily needed to.
Looking at over in right field, there is a truck that is pulled up, dropped their hood, and put a 10 over it.
That's how I would watch the game. That's what we need to do. And we have some clarification on the rules just to make sure.
That rule book has gotten some usage this week.
Ooh. Almost wore that on his elbow there.
Makes it 1-0 count for Kyle Cahill. I want to say his mom was listening in day one. That first pitch is going to be swung on. High, fly ball to center, and caught. Throw it a second, not in time. It'll go through and get to the pitcher. And so Cahill is out on a fly ball to Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez has really kind of been the savior of the game for Cheyenne. It very easily could be 7-4, maybe 7-5 even, without his skills out there in center field.
Pitch is going to be hit off the end of the bat. It's going to go through the legs of the first baseman, and then Patterson will come around to score, and it will be Steele who's in there for a single, so now we're at a 7-3 game.
And partner, you said it went through his legs. I had a pretty good view. I don't think it went through his legs. It bounced off the ground and went over his glove and his knee as he had dropped pretty low to try and scoop it up. Still should have had that, and that would have been the end of the inning for Cheyenne.
Next pitch is going to be high to Aiden Walker for ball one. You were talking about Martinez out there in left. Adrian for the shortstop.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely another really good player on this Cheyenne squad. That ball is hammered.
Oh, my goodness. That might be gone. Nope.
He caught it. He caught it.
Another great catch by Martinez.
Goodness. That was absolutely outstanding. Martinez.
I got to stand up for that one.
With the absolute snag from the jaws of absolute craziness. 7-3 as we go top six.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 6th inning. It is 7-3. Cheyenne leads. Winner of this game will play the Lander Lobos at 3 o'clock-ish for the state title. And, partner, I'm kind of starting to wonder here. The Lobos, after coming off of that really emotional win, they've had an hour to rest. The team here will not.
No, they will not. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. You could be riding some momentum like the Lander team did that might have died down over the course of the last 2 hours. But there is going to be – that's inside, almost hit him. That was a ball. There's going to be a lot of wear and tear on both these teams right now, with Cheyenne obviously leading 7-3. If they can hold that, they're going to be riding their own momentum back into state championship after, like I said, almost missing it. Yes, after missing the semifinals almost last night.
Well, if I remember correctly, Cheyenne and Lander have met this tournament. And so 11-1 was the score. So I feel like if you're Cheyenne, of course you want to get back to that. 3-1 is the count now on Demro. And it will see the next pitch. Outside, ball 4. And so a leadoff walk for Demro, and you could see what Patterson was trying to do. He was trying to keep away from Demro, especially after that home run in the 4th inning. And so that will bring up Isaiah Martinez. And Martinez has absolutely done a bang-up job in this game, especially in center field. His first pitch is going to be high for ball one.
And this is starting to become a little scary if you're a Rock Springs fan. Cheyenne's just doing what they can, or I'm sorry, doing what they want to at the batter's box. They're hitting home runs, they're getting on base. Rock Springs just needs to have an easier inning, go 1, 2, 3 if they can. It's not going to be possible here, but if they can turn a double play or something, that would really bring the momentum back to Rock Springs' side.
And again, this is a 7-3 lead, so nothing is safe with these two high-octane plays.
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball. Throw to first is out. He got him.
Wow. Wow. Even the first base coach is over there saying, what?
That was a close play.
I think we're calling.
And Coach Cobb's going to come out and have a conversation.
Oh, Coach Cobb's going to talk to Mario and make sure that he had the right look. And
yeah,
easy peasy. That's an out right there.
That's an out as they appealed to the home plate umpire. And so that is an out. And that was a really nicely done job by I believe that was the pitcher.
Yeah, it's Patterson.
Patterson.
After dropping it originally, I thought when he dropped it that was an easy single, and he just turned around and fired it.
That is really good concentration.
Yeah. Great catch by the first baseman as well, but my goodness, that was all pitcher right there.
So Demro is at second now, and it will bring up Andren. That ball is outside. Andren in the last inning was the other home run for the Coyotes.
And the one that almost hit that woman's car that has been moved now.
Yeah, that pitch is going to be strike number 1, so now a 1-1 count to Andren.
I wonder if she went back to her friends and said, you guys need to move your cars too. There's a huge leadoff on second. He's going to take advantage of it. Oh, almost took advantage of it. I think he could have if he had let go of the ball. But at this point, you don't want an error to bring in another run for the Coyotes.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now he's going to go for it, and that's just like that. And he's not going to move, and that's a smart move.
Yeah, the center fielder was a little bit more prepared to throw to third than I believe Demro thought. But a nice look there by Patterson. I almost think that if he had done it the first time, he might have actually gotten him out.
They're going to look at.
They're going to let him step off the base so they can clean it. And I think Demro might have jammed his finger or something.
That hurts. He's still not got his hat on.
Lost his glasses, lost everything.
Yeah, don't lose the shades. Broken shades in a baseball game, never good. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Top 6. Swung on. Fly ball is going to go straight back, I think.
Yeah, definitely straight back, and that's going to go. Yeah, last time you thought it was straight back, it was out in left field. Yeah. No, there was a good amount of balls that I heard hit right behind the crow's nest. So if you are out there, I don't think they're giving away Laffy Taffy anymore, but
we haven't gotten to that point yet. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ooh. Inside, and now a 3-1 count to Andren.
I think we might have talked about it yesterday, but
2-2 count, I'm sorry.
I believe the best flavor of Laffy Taffy is the pink kind.
Yep, we've never talked about Laffy Taffy on air. I'm not even going to lie. And that ball's going to go off the catcher's glove,
Hunter
and
Velarde.
It will be a steal for Demro. He's now at third, and it will be a 3-2 count, I believe.
I think so as well. What's your Ew.
There you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you know why it doesn't taste like bananas. It's not actually flavored like a banana, but how bananas used to taste way back in the day. So those yellow flavors are extra sweet.
Hunter Velarde just went right in front of our camera and pointed right at Sean O'Brien.
Velarde and I are going to have words later about all sorts of things.
Well, his mama will come find you.
Oh, I know. I'll see her on Wednesday at the softball championships right here in Lander.
That ball's going to get hit. It's going to get up and through, and Cheyenne is going to take an 8-3 lead.
And that was just kind of off a weird part of the glove on the second baseman.
Yeah, it looked like it ended up behind him.
Yeah, he didn't expect it to take that bounce, I guess, but it hit the wrist of his glove rather than the actual cup of the glove there, and I don't think that he was planning on that. Now we have a runner on first as Dimro has scored, and it is the pitcher, Tristan Vaught, up to bat.
Vaught with an 0-0 count now. On the way, he's going to try to bunt, and now a steal attempt, and it's going to be not in time as that ball took the bounce. And Andrin is now in there at second on a stolen base. That is, well, my calculations, the first stolen base given. And it's going to be a 1-ball, no strike count.
The scoreboard operator is making sure that everything is correct before we keep going.
The scoreboard operator, of course, being Miss Kelly Reese, who is having a birthday today.
No, it's not Kelly. It's someone down there.
She's the scoreboard operator, even if she doesn't have the clicker. We all know that. And now it's 4 strikes on the board.
There we go.
And now pitch is going to be high for ball 1. I've got a 1-1 count.
It is a 1-1 count. That's what Robeson is saying now. So 1-1 to Vaught.
On the way. And outside. That's ball 2.
And Patterson has had an up-and-down kind of game. He's given up a home run, but I don't believe that he's really pitching. Oh.
That hurts.
I don't believe he's really pitching as bad as maybe the score appears if you were to just be joining us. It is not really on the pitcher right now.
Yeah, there's not been really a lot going on craziness-wise. Let's see.
A couple errors that definitely shouldn't have been errors.
There's been errors. There's been several errors. Again, the first stolen base was just given to Andrin.
Oh, wow.
That ball is going to be hit to the left field side. He's going to
run. He's going to keep going.
He's going to send. Play at the plate, not in time. Play at second is out.
Wow.
And he was very, very adamant, was Mario, at that second base side.
That was a great throw by the catcher. He did give up the home plate and the run, but that was a nice vision by him to go to second and get that out that they desperately needed.
So that is going to be the second out of the inning on the throw from, I was looking down. I saw the play at
home. Yeah, that was the throw to second.
So the throw came from who, though?
Oh, the catcher. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Cahill.
so a 2 to 4 as that ball is going to be in the dirt for ball 1 to Pacheco.
Went really high over the glove of the catcher there. Pacheco, what did he do last time at bat?
Pacheco has a single in the game, and now he's looking at a 1-1 count. So Pacheco is 2 for 3.
Yeah, he did reach on that error in the third inning. And Rock Springs is very still right now. They want nothing more than something like that. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, Cahill had it in his glove right at the fence. I don't think he was expecting it to actually go back in the field. It looked like maybe the top of the fence was going to catch it, but he had it. He had it right in the cusp of his glove. But instead it is now a 1-2 count with 2 outs for Pacheco.
Pitch on the way. On a 9-3, he swung at it. He reached.
Out, but he dropped the ball. He's going to have to throw it to first.
And they're not going to. He's safe. Yeah, he dropped the pit.
Wow, that is another error basically there for Rock Springs keeping Cheyenne in this game.
We're going to give that an E2?
And that is an E2, yeah. So that is, if you are just now joining us or if you weren't able to see the first couple innings, the Rock Springs teams has really had a couple chances to get out of a couple different innings, and 1 or 2 errors have left Cheyenne on the – that's a strike. They've left Cheyenne able to score even more. So this game looks pretty out of reach for Rock Springs with 1 inning left, but that is not the way that it feels if you are a Rock Springs fan.
Pitch is going to be fouled straight back. Sean O'Brate looking behind him, and there's just a wall behind him.
Making sure it's not going to pop through here.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cobb. And I'm going to, after this game, I'm going to confer with Miss Kelly because I had Pacheco with 2 and 3, but then I also have him with a strikeout, so I don't know how that works. That ball is going to be swung on and missed. Strike three. And so that'll end the inning. So we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-3 is the Cheyenne lead.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and already a runner on first as he got plunked there, did Carlson. And the first pitch to O'Brien is going to be foul tipped for strike 1. 9-3 Cheyenne lead as we're in the bottom 6th inning. Vaught is still on the mound here. Pitch on the way. High. Stolen base attempt. Not in time. And 1 ball, 1 strike here. Rock Springs definitely trying to get back in this. That ball will be ripped to the right side and foul, so O'Brien now looking at a 1-2 count. Again, at 3-ish, it will be the winner of this game taking on Lander for the state title. That ball is going to get up, throw to third, not in time. And that was a nice play by the shortstop. That was right on target. And it is going to be a single for O'Brien. And it will be Conrad up to bat here with nobody out in a 9-3 ball game.
That was a nice play at third there. Almost got him out.
Where'd you go? Okay. Pitch on the way is going to be in the dirt, and then it's going to get out of the glove, and so it'll be a stolen. It'll be a DI.
And he's just having trouble with his glove now. He's tried to put it in there twice, and he's just can't keep it in there. Oh, Vaught's going to throw to third.
And not in time. And it's going to be a 1 ball, no strike count to Conrad. Pitch on the way by Vaught. Outside for ball 2.
And this will be pitch number 90 for Vaught. He's having a pretty great game, only allowing 3 runs. And he's doing it for his team right now.
Vaught quickly ready to go. That ball's going to go over the head and it's going to go through the glove.
He dropped it.
And it's going to be a single for Rock Springs, but it'll be considered an E6 as the shortstop dropped it. And now they're going to have a conversation.
It was an E4, I believe. Yeah, it was the second baseman that came in front and dropped it. And yep,
they're gonna go grab a hold of Vaught, and it's not going to be a pitching change, I don't think.
I wouldn't if I were them, because Vaught has been having a pretty spectacular game.
So let's see what happens here. There's a long conversation. That was an we're going to say an E4?
Yes, that was the second baseman that came around, and it bounced directly into the tip of his glove, and it just couldn't grasp it with the strength of his fingers, so it just dropped.
So now bases.
Nope, first and second.
First and second.
Conrad's coming up, and you can hear the Rock Springs dugout. They keep saying time to get the sticks up, and they're referring to these bats, and they are really determined to get this game back within striking distance.
First pitch is swung on and hit to the left field side.
Oh, that hit the net.
Foul.
I thought it was going to hit the blue truck right there. Very close.
So there's no one out.
Nope, no out. 0-1 count to Conrad here. Bottom of the sixth.
Pitch on the way is going to be caught, touched, and that'll be an out.
Smart play there by third baseman Pacheco to just step on the bag.
So Shelley will be there at first. O'Brien will be touched out at third. And now it is one out and a swing and a foul, as actually that is Shelley at the plate right now.
Yeah, and that was kind of a strange swinging motion there. He really leaned forward as far as he could before he actually swung the bat. Kind of pulled it just like that for that reason. And we have got even more people parking out there by outfield. Oh, and there he goes again with the lean. He pulled it in, and they're going to drop it on second. And that would have been an easy out at second and a possible double play, but instead it is a single that will load the bases up for Rock Springs.
Yeah, so the bases now are loaded for Rock Springs, and I'm going to try to get my book all caught up now, as we've got O'Brien is at third, Conrad is at second.
And Braden Beyondich is in the batter's box right now.
And that is Beyondich.
And I think they have a pinch runner now.
That was number 8 that came in.
Colton Carlson will be pinch running at first for Shelley, who just had the single. Beyondich we have not seen a whole lot of. If you remember, they had a pinch hitter come in for him in the last inning, or the last time he was at bat. And that caught the outside corner, but a little bit too outside. Ball one. All the Spartans just kind of not having too much of a lead off. There's nowhere for them to go. And that is...
Throw over to first, not in time. And now a 2-0 count to Beyondich.
And Beyondich is watching these get dangerous close to the strike zone, but he's not swinging, so smart on him.
Swing and a miss.
Swings, that would have been a strike anyway, but that was a nice swing by him.
So I'll have to, my book's all out of order now, again.
You're out of order.
I am. It's completely chaos. That's a swing and a miss. That's strike 2. I know that part.
And he's reaching just a little bit. After 2 really smart plays not swinging, he swung at 2 balls that may or may not have let him walk to first and pushed the third baseman to run.
That pitch is high, so now 3-2.
And the Rock Springs dugout is, you wouldn't even be able to tell they're down by 5 runs. They are having so much fun over there. They're screaming. And a lot of their fans too. And that's a swing and a miss. Angry with himself, as that was really high and outside.
And so we go to the top of the order for Owen Patterson. I think I got my book in order now. Runner at first is Shelley. Runner at second is Conrad. And the runner at third is O'Brien. Swing.
Oh,
Fly
Patterson
ball
got that
is
one.
going to get ripped to left field. That's going to score 1 run. It's going to be a throw into, and now
he's going to
throw
throw
to
to
third, and he's got him.
Wow. Well, 2 runs were still scored, so it was 6-9 in favor of Cheyenne.
And so that will end the inning. And it is 9-6 as we go to the top of the 7th. State title chance on the line.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Final semifinal game of the day. Lander has qualified for the state championship game after a walk-off win against Casper, and now it is Cheyenne leading 9-6 in favor of the Coyotes over the Rock Springs Spartans. And, partner, we're setting up again for another really crazy game.
Yeah, and the ending of this top of the 7th inning is really going to determine just how much Rock Springs really needs to put forth in the bottom, because they are only down by 3. We were talking earlier, 4-run lead, 5-run lead. It doesn't really matter in these games. We've seen them shrink to nothing, and in Lander's case, shrink to a win. A lead, yeah. So there's going to be a lot of tenacity here at the end for Rock Springs if they can get out of this inning without any runs given up.
And so Manzanares will step in as we start.
And this is going to be a dangerous lineup to finish out Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm.
You got Manzanares, Hernandez, you got Talon Smith, and then, of course, Demro. We know what he can do if he's able to get on the – oh.
First pitch by Patterson is outside for ball 1.
Still no clouds. Beautiful day out here. Really sunny. If you come out here, maybe bring an umbrella or a tent, because you will get sunburnt within the first couple minutes.
Or sunscreen, as that pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
There's a swing and a miss. That's 1-1 count, and you got to think these kids are getting a little sunburn out here if I'm getting sunburned in the crow's nest.
And there's shade where we're sitting.
Yeah, right.
Swung on and missed. Strike 2.
That was low. Manzanares even knew he probably shouldn't have swung at that one.
So now a 1-2 count. And Patterson will set, kick, fire. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And that is exactly what Rock Springs needed. Manzanares really reached for that. It was inside and high, about 5 inches away from his face, but he still decided to swing for it. That's just a good pitch there by Patterson.
That's the first strikeout for Patterson in this game. Second strikeout. Thank you, partner.
Hernandez up to bat now, the right fielder.
Ball is swung on and foul. Strike 1.
And Hernandez has had one great catch out in right field, but other than that, he hasn't seen very much action and when he's not got a bat in his hand.
He is 1 for 2 today with a single in the second.
We've got a collection of bees hiding right above us right now. I've seen 2 or 3 go right up here. Super fun, Miss Reese.
strike 2, and so now Hernandez behind 0-2. On the way.
That was
just outside.
Yeah, Robeson had to announce that was outside because that looked pretty clean, but it was just on the outside corner.
Pitch on the way. That's going to be in the dirt. So now 2-2. Again, we mentioned this earlier in the game. Tim Robeson's right knee, is right at the tip of the plate in the center.
Yeah, if you can look at the umpire on the camera here, you've got a pretty good view of where the strike zone is.
Swung on and fouled off, 2-2 still. Again, winner of this game in less than an hour will play the Lander Lobos for a state title.
Yes, it was originally scheduled at 3, and just depending on how this inning goes, it might be a little bit after 3, but we will let you know as soon as we find out ourselves.
Swung on, fly ball, center field. This one is caught.
What a catch.
That was an absolute phenomenal catch by Aiden Walker, their star outfielder, and that is going to be out number 2.
The way he slid was a little scary because he slid on his knees, almost like a rock star with his guitar, and not the occasional with your feet out in front. So what a slide and catch there by Aiden Walker to keep his team alive right now.
So that will bring up Smith, Talon Smith. He is 1 for 2 today. He singled in the fourth inning. He's flown out to left or to right into center.
And he was the pitcher yesterday, and he had a pretty good pitching debut against Green River.
His first pitch is high for ball 1. And Kyle Cahill, I thought was going to go talk to Patterson, but we'll turn back around.
No, I think he's switching balls. Yeah, he didn't like that ball. Something wrong with that one, so he's going to give it back to the coach.
In the bucket, please. I have no clue what just got handed over. That looked like a Red Bull Delight right there. That was Red Bull. Okay.
We're talking best flavors of Laffy Taffy. I think blue is the best flavor of Red Bull, and I knew that Velarde's going to be even more upset at me there. Now another ball thrown here. 1-0.
2-0 here for Smith.
2-0?
Yep.
Oh, the scoreboard is 1-0. Yeah, 2-0.
That is why I like keeping a book. That ball is a strike, and so now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 9-6 Cheyenne lead, top of the 7th inning. Winner will play at 3 o'clock-ish as that pitch is outside, so now 2-2. Or 3-1, I'm sorry. As the Lobos have gotten their spot to the state title on their home field. That is ball 4.
Oh, and that is not what Rock Springs wanted to do right there. That would have been the best player to get out because now you have Dimro, who I believe hit a home run earlier.
Yep, he is one of the 2 that has hit a home run in this game. One of the home run, Dimro's home run went to left, and then it was Andren who hit the one to right.
Yeah, and Dimro has a single and has reached on a walk, but Dimro is not the one you want to test right now.
First pitch, low and outside for ball 1. It is 9-6. Cheyenne lead.
And the Rock Springs second baseman and shortstop have really stepped out into the outfield, which is going to make it hard to call this. And, yeah, he slid pretty easily into second base. Nice steal there.
So Talon Smith with the second stolen base that I have recorded for Cheyenne. And it will be a 1-1 count for Dimro.
But, yes, Dimro is forcing these players to step back just a little bit. And there's not a whole lot that that runner on second base can do that Dimro can't do himself. So the focus is really on Dimro in the batter's box here with a 2-1 count.
Dimro's looking to bunt, and that's going to be outside. Throw over to you third. He got him.
No, he was safe. Yeah, he jumped off the bag, and when he came back down, he was already there. You have to tag the hand.
And so we go to a 3-1 count now for Dimro, and now a runner, and a really big runner in my opinion, is at third in Smith.
And now you really are worried about here because this 3-1 count could get ugly. And that's going to be
ball
a ball four. Wow. Rock Springs, their dugout has gotten very quiet since the beginning of this inning when they struck out the first 2 batters.
That'll bring up the top of the order Isaiah Martinez, but there is going to be a conversation on the mound first. And I wouldn't be surprised here in this situation if they don't switch Patterson.
Especially with the relief right now, maybe Patterson's leg or arm is just a little tired, but I don't know necessarily that the coach is coming out there to do that. Maybe just tell him to tighten up a bit because they are going after Isaiah Martinez now, and he's had quite a day as well.
Yeah, Martinez is got a single, and then he also, that's it. He's got a single.
He reached on an error.
He reached on an error, and so.
But he's had a great day out in center field. I mean, he's just riding momentum, and he's doing a whole bunch of stuff for his team that may or may not be on the stat sheet later.
He reached on a single in the first inning, flew out to center in the second. In the fourth, he was the last out, and then he was thrown out in the 6th inning on a pitcher to first base.
And what do we got going on here? 2 outs here. Runners on the corner, and Rock Springs has kept Patterson on.
Pitch, swung on, right back up to Patterson. That's exactly what he needed. If he can touch the bag.
I was about to say he threw a little wide, but
so
it's
that's
going
to be the end of the top of the 7th. So here we go. Rock Springs is going to try to walk things off just like the Lobos did. It's 9-6.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Welcome back, everyone. We're in the bottom of the 7th, and the exhaustion has caught up to most of us as...
most of us that have been here all day.
Most of us that have been here all week.
Yeah.
As we played Polka Dot Afro from Madagascar during the in-between innings. And I was looking out at the crowd. They had no clue what to do with it.
Yeah.
And so it is 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And there is a new pitcher on the mound, it looked like.
Yeah, no, Tristan Vaught has been pulled after 101 pitches.
It's Pacheco there.
It's Pacheco that is now pitching, yeah.
And, oh, my goodness. So I see Vaught over at second.
Oh, I would have put Vaught at first or third, personally.
And so I'm just going to go with, just to let you know, I'm just going to say that it's going to be Pacheco pitching. That part I got. We didn't get all the swaps.
I think the rest is pretty much the same.
Pitch on the way is in the dirt.
So Manzanares is at third, while Pacheco went to, who was at third, which is he's now on the mound, and Tristan Vaught is in second. And swing and a miss. That was a hard swing.
You okay, Blue?
Yeah, Tim Robeson caught something there.
Tim's walking like he's Conor McGregor.
It hit him right in
it hit him right there. Oh,
yeah,
well.
We got some pain stop.
Just swallow a couple times. You'll be fine.
Icy hot.
Biofreeze.
Biofreeze.
And 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way is going to be outside and in the dirt. Ball 1.
Pacheco.
Or ball 2, I'm sorry.
Pacheco has got a very slow windup, and the release is quick. So it's kind of interesting to see as a batter. You're kind of unsure just what's coming at you here.
That's a swing and a miss. That was nasty.
That was definitely a breaker, and I don't think Cahill knew what was coming, but he swung low, and he reached for that one.
2-2 the count. 9-6. Cheyenne leads. And that ball is swung on. That's going towards my car.
That's going towards my car, actually. I don't like that at all.
And it's going to not hit anything, as I didn't hear a crack.
Hopefully.
And I don't hear a car alarm. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cahill knowing he has to get on base if he wants his team to even have a chance to get tied with that 3-run deficit right now.
On the way is in the dirt, ball 3.
I've said it before, I love this Rock Springs dugout. They're just so hype. Even though they're down, they don't even act like it or feel like it right now. And a full count is one way to hype up this crowd.
Full count, 3-2. It is 9-6 Cheyenne in the bottom of the 7th inning. On the way. That is outside, ball 4. So that is the first step to the comeback trail for Rock Springs, and that will bring up Steele.
And Braden Steele, he's got some strength in his bat here, so he's going to be looking to get Cahill at least to third if he can.
Steele is 2 for 3.
It's not going to matter if Pacheco keeps throwing wide out like that.
9-6, the lead.
And it is all about settling in because Tristan Vaught pitched this whole game and was about to reach his pitch count. And now it is all about
a strike.
Nice. It is all about Pacheco trying to come in as a relief. I'm sure that the Cheyenne fans kind of hoped that Vaught could have pitched the whole game because he was doing pretty well.
Pacheco sets, kicks, fires.
Way
just inside. That has been called a couple of times, partner. I know how you said that was way out inside. I said just inside.
Yeah, it was near Steele's knee. That's the only way I'm going off of it right here from my angle.
That's going to be in the dirt, so now a 3-1 count. So if I'm Pacheco, I'm just trying to throw some strikes here.
Yeah. He's not going to try and get Steele to reach. He's going to, if anything, I mean, just see if you can hit my best stuff right here, right now.
3-1 is the count. Nobody out. Bottom 7. Look over to first. Kick and fire. Swung on. Fly ball. Right field. It's foul.
Ooh. Oh, that actually went into the little crowd right underneath the grill area over there.
So that is now a full count again as Pacheco will stand on the rubber. Take a deep breath. Look over at first. Set. Kick and fire. Swung on. It's going to get caught by Pacheco for 1. Throw over to first. 2.
Wow. And Rock Springs just had all their hope just deflated.
The air of Rock Springs just completely just went. That was a 4. That was a 1-4 and a 4-3 double play.
And yeah, the air just got sucked out of that dugout over there in Rock Springs time. So I am, and now they're going to have a meeting at the mound. And I believe it's Pacheco making sure that he knows what's here. And it doesn't.
Are they going to switch him? They can't.
They can't switch him. Yeah.
No. So here we go to reset it. It is 9-6 Cheyenne.
Aiden Walker up to bat too.
And it is Aiden Walker up to bat. He is 0 for 3.
And I think some of my favorite memories from this weekend is just going to be Kelly Reese talking to herself over here.
She has prayed to every single deity known to man this weekend. That
Praying
is
aside,
true.
talking to yourself is the first act of craziness if you talk to a psychiatrist. So maybe Kelly Reese is up here just going a little crazy up here. She's
fine.
Counselor.
She's completely fine. Again, if you don't know, Kelly Reese is one of the I'm trying to figure out what you would be considered coaches for the Lander Lobos. So
she's the scorekeeper.
She's the assistant commissioner for Senior Babe Ruth. I know that part.
Ooh.
And she does logistics for the Lobos, whatever that means.
The ball went.
Okay, got it. So 1 ball, no strike. Swung on and foul, and that hit him right where I didn't want to get hit. Oh, man.
Let's just say inside thigh, but the rest of the men watching this, I think, know exactly
what we're
where
saying.
it hit.
Yeah. That is a 1-1 count, and he is not hurt.
I might take a little time here to get back to normal if that's what if I'm Aiden Walker and I have 1 out left, I'm not going to go immediately back to batting.
Swung on. Yeah, he is. Fly ball, right field. It is going to drop.
And no one's at second base.
And no one is at second. Now the play at second is not in time. And it is going to be a double for Walker. So he says, I'm just going to show you, Mr. O'Bray.
He's still grabbing it down there. I would be too. And you could just see the coaching staff and the Rock Springs players over here were all bent down, waiting for that ball to be caught. And as soon as it dropped, everyone jumped a collective 10 feet in the air.
That brings up Sean Stone. Stone reached on an error in the first, and he's been 0 for since. 9-6, 2 outs. Cheyenne 1 out away. And that is going to go past.
He's going to third.
And it'll be a stolen base for Walker. And that is the. Ooh. I don't see one. Oh, no. That's the second stolen base for Rock Springs today. So now one of the scoring runs, not the tying run, but a scoring run, 90 feet away with 2 outs.
Yeah, if Stone were to get on first at all, then it would be up to Saban Carlson to actually bring in the tying run. But first, it has got to be Stone that gets on base.
Kick and fire is high.
High, yeah.
Ball 2.
That was a slower changeup there.
Actually, that'd be ball 1.
I don't actually think that was meant to be like that. I think it was supposed to break, but.
Is that 2 or 1, Miss Kelly?
It's 2.
2.
The first one went over his head.
That's correct. On the way. Swung on. Ripped. And I love how the third base coach didn't move.
Yeah, that could have hit him in the face.
That could have been really bad. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 9-6, bottom 7. Rock Springs has a runner on third. Winner of this game plays soon for a state title. On the way, swung on. That is fair.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's going to go all the way in. That's going to score
he could go to 2.
a run. The throw-in is not going to be in time, so they're going to save what they have. Stone will reach first on a single. It is 9-7 now. And here we go as Carlson will step in. Carlson having a much better day. but he is also over.
And this is the tying run if he can manage to get around.
Pitch on the way is going to get hit.
Oh,
and
he
bobbled
it.
And it's going to be everybody safe.
Partner, we might be watching another great ending to another great game today.
Yeah, we might not, but it's not a might. We are.
Yeah, we are.
9-7, 2 outs. They've had 2 outs since the first 2 batters.
Yeah, no, I was going to say because they threw the first batter out at second for a nice double play, and all the air was sucked out of the dugout, and now that air
It's
has
come
returned.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a deep breath. And so that'll bring up O'Brien. O'Brien.
Nice name. Very close to mine.
Swings, and it's foul.
And that almost looked like a bunt. If it had just gone a little bit further, that would have been an easy out for the catcher to go up and tag him. But now he's looking at an 0-1 count.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 9-7. Now is the lead for Cheyenne with runners on first and on second. It is Carlson at first, Stone on second. Pitch on the way. Momentarily. Hits him. And so now bases are loaded and things get really weird.
The bat almost hit number 2. Hudson Conrad right in the chest. It bounced up very strange and just directly into Hudson's face.
So with 2 outs now, Conrad, this is the exact same spot we were earlier.
I was just about to say, if you time travel backwards 3 hours, this is 2 hours really, this is exactly where we were. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and the possibility to win the game for Rock Springs is in the hands of Conrad.
So here we go. It is the first pitch on the way. Inside, ball 1. You definitely don't want to hit him. The game-winning run is at first. On the way, inside. That almost hit him again.
And walking him would bring Chase Shelley to bat.
Which is not
what you want. He's 2 for 3 today, I believe.
That is correct.
And they're taking some nice leadoffs. The Spartans are. I'd be a little cautious depending on where you're at. The second base leadoff is very large.
Pacheco sets, kicks, fires in the dirt. And your wife's here.
Yes, she is. She's rocking a Lobos jersey.
3-0 the count.
Thank you. I get lunch delivered to me as well.
Oh, congratulations, buddy boo.
I didn't have to DoorDash nothing.
You know what? Hush. 3-0 the count. 9-7 is the lead for Cheyenne, but the bases are loaded. Game-winning run is at first.
Game-tying run is at second, too, which is more
important.
I don't want to say more important, but definitely very important.
That's a strike.
That was the high inside corner that Pacheco is trying to hit a little bit earlier and just kept throwing way too high.
If I'm Pacheco, I'm throwing strikes the rest of the way.
You don't want to give him too much, though. If anything, maybe a fastball right down the middle might be enough.
On the way.
And that's going to walk in
the run. So now we go to the game-tying run is at third. Game-winning run is at second. Stone is talking to Shelley.
Giving him some words of advice there. And Pacheco and talking, I think everyone's going to have a meeting at the mound again.
And this is smart.
They might switch pitchers. They are, actually. Pacheco is giving it to Martinez, I think.
That would make sense.
We're going to take a commercial break here as they do a little warm-up with the new pitcher.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, Let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Want access to...
Welcome back, everyone. We are in high drama here. It is 9-8. The tying run is at third. Game-winning run is at second. And here we go. First pitch by Martinez is outside, ball one to Shelley.
Oh, no, that's Andren pitching. Sorry. So Andren is pitching, and we have Tristan Vaught taking his place in the shortstop. Pacheco's back at third.
That's a swing, and it'll be a foul off. Didn't mean to do it, but 1-1 to count.
I almost thought that hit him, and that would have walked in the tying run, and that would have been even more drama than I think I could handle right now.
Yeah, I don't think we could handle much more drama today, and we still got one full game to go.
So who's at second? Manzanares is back at second then, it looks like.
Pitch by Andren. That's a strike.
Right down
so
the
here
middle.
we go.
And this could be the final pitch of the game, and we will see what Shelley wants to do here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 7, 9-8. Pitch on the way, swung on. It's going to be hit. They're going to go to third, out, and
that
it's
is
over.
Cheyenne. Congratulations to Cheyenne on an incredible game that ended with just 1 run separating them and Rock Springs from the championship game.
And so we have now got our state title game set. Lobos Cheyenne 3. Cheyenne defeats Lander last year for the state title at Cheyenne. Lander beats Cheyenne for the first game of the tournament that they played, 11-1.
Oh yeah, that was a
now
good game.
The rubber match for the state title. No more drama that you could ask for. Guys, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Events and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. Final score, high drama again in game number 2. Cheyenne wins on a throw out to third by a final of 9-8. And so it is now going to be 3:30, we were just told, ish.
30 minutes.
That's quoting Miss Kelly, 3:30-ish for the state championship game between Lander, Cheyenne, and as I mentioned when we went to break, partner, this is game 3, and it's back to, and we're in for a good one because Lander and Cheyenne are split 1-1.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of friendship between these two teams. Obviously, they were all wrestling and having fun out there in the field. But once this pitch starts, it's going to be nothing but animosity over Cheyenne beating Lander in that state championship last year, as Lander was defending state champions.
And you know that Lander and Cheyenne in game 1 of the tournament was 11-1 in favor of Lander. It was actually game 4, if I'm looking at that right.
It was the final day of game 1, yeah.
Final game of day 1?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you're looking at a Cheyenne team that wants Lander in the worst possible way right now because of what happened in that first day.
Oh, definitely.
And so we are in for a barn burner of a game. So, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to stop the stream. And at 3:25-ish,
give or take,
we are going to come back on, and we are going to call probably one of the greatest games that me and you've called together. It's a state title on the line. It's going to be Cheyenne and Lander, game 3, or take 3, or whatever you want to call. It's going to be Cheyenne and Lander, take 3. We will see you at 3:30.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland.